Welcome to kcheebplays, Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Let's get started. From across the table, Ludmila watched Uliov pore over notes, make notes, and grumble to himself. Ludmila was trying to be patient with him, but she could only keep her composure for so long. She got up from the table and went across the kitchen to get a glass of water. Uliov barely acknowledged she'd left. She opened the cupboard and clinked some glasses around, feigning a tough decision, and selected one. Uliov didn't waver. She turned the tap on and let it run, testing it with her fingers a tad longer than necessary. Uliov flipped his notepad over. She filled her glass, inspected it, poured it out, and began filling it again. Uliov continued writing. Ludmila's frustration level maxed out. She stomped back to the table, gruffly put her glass down, and stood there staring at Uliov. He finally took notice. Looking up from his notepad, he asked, "What's gotten into you?" As the words were uttered, he braced for a severe and well-deserved tongue-lashing. Ludmila took a moment and glared at Uliov. She could feel a swell of anger ready to burst out of her, but instead she pulled her chair back and calmly sat down. "What's gotten into me?" she asked rhetorically. "Are you ready for this discussion, Uliov?" she said non-rhetorically. He faked getting up from his chair, probably not the most astute thing he could have done. Ludmila said two words: "Sit down." Uliov sat. Before Ludmila could start talking, Uliov said, "I know I haven't been myself. I can't really explain why. All I can say is you are worth it." Ludmila was taken completely by surprise. She'd prepared for the worst, but had hoped for the best. This was the best, but unexpected. "I don't understand," she said to Uliov. "You can be distant for a month and then say that?" "I was prepared for a heated discussion about our relationship. I was even prepared if we couldn't work it out, but a complete 180, she said incredulously. Uliov hung his head. He knew he'd hurt Ludmila and was ashamed of his actions. He looked directly into her eyes and said, "The idea of getting married put a knot in my stomach I couldn't deal with. I could try to blame it on my parents. They barely tolerated each other, but it's more than that. I really don't want anything between you and I to change. I love how we are together. The prospect of marriage made me feel like it would, and I was scared." Ludmila's eyes were tearing up. She gently wiped them away and said, "Will you marry me, Uliov Kiamnov?" Uliov cleared his eyes with the back of his sleeve and said, "If you'll marry me, Ludmila." They said yes in perfect unison. Hi, Cheeb here. Welcome to episode 84. My apologies for my tardiness in getting this one out. I know on Friday I promised to get some out over the weekend, but I ended up spending a bit of time playing another game called Satisfactory and just ended up running out of time to get the recording done. So today I just said, nope, I got to get this dealt with and published and get back in the saddle. So here we are. Looks like everything's pretty much under control here. Still waiting for some fuel. I don't know how many fields will get sown. We'll find out. Anyway, that's another one of my bads. We're almost, maybe we're done up here. If there's just two left being worked on, then we are. So I think the last little task that we have to do is electrifying all of this. Let's make sure I get all of the pieces. Oh, well, shoot. I was going to do those turnarounds, but I guess I'm going to do them after. I just want that one. And let's see if I can get this one by itself. No, I want the other one. Okay, I guess we're doing this way. Okay, that should work. That's done already, and I think that should be it right to the end. Okay. So I'll get them started on this. started on this, and we'll be back in business. Building's on fire. Should be no problem there. All right, how are we looking in Vraska? Looks like we got a bunch of buildings built. Can't remember if I got everyone moved into these. Yes, we have. Nice. Looks like most of our infrastructure here is dealt with. Oh, that's a monument. Well on our way here. These 5 getting work done. Let me check and see who's responsible. We got our buses going. Curious, I don't remember. Oh, I guess we did. We being me. Well, we're on our way. May as well continue it. We got some of the materials there. All right. What do we need to look at? I guess we're a little bit of babysitting mode. I do want to go down and have a look at the that harbor area again and just go over it to make sure that that's the whole fuel, bitumen, oil exporting, and all the rest of that stuff. So I want to get that sorted out, or maybe not sorted out, but at least covered. Make sure it's working the way I want it to. We still haven't got this dealt with. Okay, maybe we need people. No, we have people. Who's on their way? Anyone? Anyone? No, they're too busy with everything else. Wondering. Well, let's see. Just trying to see how much work they have. And they're not overworked by any stretch, so. That's interesting. Look at, you can see the landing area that they're looking for now. I didn't notice that before. That's the helicopters. So that's a nice touch. I like that. At least it lets me know why now. We are getting some. How much can you carry? 787. So yeah, the boys have a lot of work ahead of them. Hopefully the trip is a reasonably long one, just in terms of being able to refill that. Mind you, it's all good either way. And I think your fuel, right? Okay, good. 3.3. That's, not the best. Those are the 2 being done, so this timing might work out reasonably well, because no small bridge. It's going to take some time. You can see the pillars that they've got done, so that's when the pillars are done. That's probably not even quite half the amount of work that needs to be done to get them finished. But at least we're not going to be twiddling our thumbs when it comes time to get across there. All right, let's slowly go work our way back. Sure that we've got our regular helicopters are in the way, or our construction helicopters. We've got a fair amount of work down here. Maybe we can get them delivering some materials. Can start down here, there, oh, and there. Let's see, where else can we get them going? Work. That'll be the first half. That's all done. We just need that one done there. Now, do I go nuts and build it all the way up? Sure. At least we can, like I said, we can get the materials delivered. That'll be, that will be good. Head start time. Change the angle on that a little bit. Nice. Got all the materials there. Nothing overstocked. That's good to see. Okay, let's go to our export area and make sure it's operating the way that I'm expecting it. So what I should expect, or what I want to see, is fuel in here. Yay. Bitumen in here. Double yay. And these at some level of fullness, just because we want to be able to supply everything that needs to be supplied. These are just waypoints, if you will. I was going to talk to you a little bit about the staffing issue that we're having here. I know it's not a particularly big deal, but I was thinking, and I didn't hurt myself, that it was going to be not harmful to have more production here. So I'll get to that. So now what I want to see is oil. That should be full. I can't see there not being oil based on just there being oil in here. 4,000, 2,700. Yeah, plenty. Fuel, full, and bitumen, full. Cool. And our ships have just left, so we definitely have the capacity to restock these with those new ships. Obviously, they're much smaller than the ships that were there before, and they would just pull every ounce of material that they could out. So maybe I should do, not maybe, I should do a little bit of cleanup on the roads here. Just while I'm here and I'm thinking about it. That doesn't look great, does it? There we go. So much better. Okay. Yeah, so I think that whole rework was definitely worth it. I mean, we probably could have got away with just swapping the ships out and lowering our the amount that we were exporting, but I think this just in my mind makes so much sense. I mean, it goes from here into these two tanks, which then feeds these two and these two. So that's pretty straightforward versus what I was trying to accomplish before. This tank was where we were exporting, and these pump jacks that were in this area couldn't keep it full, so I had to run another line down here, blah, blah, blah. It was just a mess, trying to follow it and keep track. So making it simpler, also removing that second sort of superfluous station from here made things much easier to deal with. Oh, and one other thing too, you may or may not be happy to know, I started my timer. It's a miracle. I actually remembered I set it this time, and I clicked start when I started recording. So miracles can happen. All right, that's enough blathering on about getting things under control here. Something that I haven't really checked on that much on camera is the amount of, or the lack of food we have. How's that? Ooh. We have, and we're in June. Not completely unexpected, I guess. I would have liked to have seen crops here. Thinking you're loaded up on crops. And I think you will be as well. Yeah, getting loaded anyway. Oh, nope, you're not going anywhere because there's only 28 tons there. So that's that. Okay, lovely. Let me go check. I would have thought. Yeah, this is empty. Let me just pause this for a second, just so I don't shoot myself in the foot. I need to figure out what's happening here now. Okay, so this is Ducheney. I know I've not said that right. I apologize. We should have. I was thinking we'd have. Oh, and there's the Denega. That's what I was worried about, that we didn't have DO as our backup to bring us crops when we were out. Just looking to see who this guy is working for. It's not obvious to me. Yeah, you're up here, so there's... Oh, and you're waiting till you're full, aren't you? Then why am I not seeing Denega kicking in here? Bringing us many crops. Because I can see at some point, excuse me, and I think I can let the game run again. So yeah, load crops from there. And where am I unloading crops? At Lalona Warehouse, which is this one, right? Oh no, that's Beati. No, it isn't. Okay. They're well stocked. I want to see Beati's on here. Okay. They should be, unless we're in one of those scenarios. We are 20 out of 20. That's a bad thing. All related vehicles, but there's no one on the way. How do I fix this? Well, first of all, let me check to see what's happening. And I'm pretty sure what I have here is a purchase, and you're at 29. Just when I was thinking it was going to be time, you're at 5. So we're on the precipice, I believe. Let me see how we're doing here. Purchase there as well. The safety net is fully employed. You're doing okay for food. You're getting you're getting all the food. And you're getting low. We need to get a train distribution office that can look at all of these that are sitting around. City supply. How many tasks? 10? I think it's time I back this up from here. No, it's not ideal, but the 20 out of 20 scenario that we have up here is not a good thing. So we do have the border in play. Crops from there. And I hope I don't shoot myself in the foot by doing this, but and unload when we're at or below, say, 20%. Yeah, and we've got a train. Good. Okay. Well, we'll get some shortly here. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this because as soon as I see it start falling, I know we're in a food situation. So, yay. Oh well. Nothing like a good adventure. Okay, so now that I've completely lost my train of thought, where this was just going to be a quick stop in to see what was happening, and we have no meat as well. That's a double wow. Well, as soon as we get some crops, everything's going to be fine, right? Okay. Okay. Well, we're dealing with it, I suppose. we're doing fine here. Everybody's coming out. Less criminal than when they went in. And I guess it's just a matter of, whoa, 82%. Let's see. 1.6 years. 10 ticks per year, if I'm not mistaken, at 5%. So that's 50. And say four ticks, or 5 ticks possibly. Half a year, just about 5-6 ticks maybe. Between 5 and 6. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance they'll be rehabilitated, less criminal on their way back. Oh, we need you to move. I think if I'm going to put the safety net out, I should put the safety net out. It's good. Well, it's not good. It's what I need to do. Still got meat here, so I'm not going to do that there. And there's meat there. That's good. Food and meat, they'll be fine. Lots of meat. Food, kind of doubting that's going to be a good situation for them. And I should probably check to make sure that, yeah, it didn't, because I didn't hit the approve. Let's do that again. This is out. We got lots of meat. Here we are. Purchase. They got lots of meat. And here we got no food, no meat. And this time I'm going to approve it. Okay. Global market report. Coal. Well. We're coming up to harvest season, so it shouldn't be too much longer. And, well, we're a couple months away, honestly, but, excuse me. What am I looking at for planted fields up here? Any? Well, got some. We do have fuel now, so. Okay, and they are actually out working. Only 2 of them. Are these not assigned? Oh no, they're growing. Okay. Yeah. Well, we know which ones aren't going to get dealt with. So, right. I did do this, didn't I? We dropped a whole bunch of work on our helicopter crew, as well as the ground-based guys. So this will happen. When I went over to Mayadzol, I noticed helicopters in the air, and it jogged a memory about, yeah, we have other work being done than Vraska. And yeah, well, there's certainly taking a lot of the bauxite. So the one mine is being taxed. We'll keep an eye on that. Fortunately, this isn't a mission critical kind of production. Well, they don't have all the resources here either. Going on their way? Nope. Okay. Well, let's get somebody on it. Oh, building done. Hoping this doesn't take that long to fill up. Looking like it's pretty popular place. It's the other thing I like about doing these, excuse me, these in stages like this is being able to actually use took the words right out of my mouth. Stage in your citizens, so your death waves that you may experience will be smaller and a little bit more spread out, versus having, you know, 4,000 people all of a sudden show up all at the same time and then die at the same or similar time. So cool. Sorry, I like watching the city and stuff moving around, and I know it's not necessarily compelling action to watch, but I just love seeing the flurry of activity, people going where you want them to go, and going where they need to go. It's fun. Why we play it. Let's see. Is anyone on their way? Yes. Okay. We're good. Do we have grain in here yet? Oh, 3 of them are on their way now. Okay. Trying to get her filled back up. You go. I was going to go check our construction up here. See what we're looking for, what we're missing. We got a tower crane, 67 people, and we need bricks and boards. Seem to chew through those pretty quickly. There's some bricks on their way. Oh, only 12 tons of bricks. Interesting. That's a supply issue. Good old trains. And then you put major demand on them. And they're at the end of the food chain. I believe that's here, right? Yeah. This is the scenario. What are you bringing me? Electronic components. Guessing we have... Oh, there's no one... Oh, yeah. Prefabs, yes. Not surprising. And bricks loading up right now. Cool. It'd be nice to get this dealt with. Come on, people. Okay, we've got everything there. Anyone on their way? Yeah. People and an excavator. Okay, good. Create a flurry of activity here. Yeah. Get materials delivered. Good stuff. Those... Is this a road issue? Thought having that footpath in there now would allow that to be constructed. Unless I built this one. I must have done that with helicopters. Huh. Because I don't think I'm getting a road in here if I check this. Yeah, there's no road going in there. No how, no way. Nope. Not gonna happen. So, helicopter construction is. I thought I clicked on this and I saw materials. There is, oh, resources needed. Read all of the description, yes. Don't just assume you know everything. Read. Okay, well, if we're building this whole area, that is cool. I like that with the helicopters. I've never seen that before when you're assigning a helicopter crew and the area that areas that they can land in. Huh, interesting. Gives you an idea of how clear it is. I like that. I really do. I said that before, but come on. Oh, they're doing a pretty decent job of getting aluminum oxide down there. Now, if I could just get fuel to the ship, we might be able to load it up and move it out. Yeah, 787. So they're a little over halfway. Shouldn't get too excited. Oh, and that was the other thing, and I think I have enough time to figure that out, is the delivery of the materials for our construction areas. And gonna also need a gas station. Yes, I'm gonna have to get that built as well. Well, do I? Should be able to just assign both of those. Excuse me. Because they definitely have the ability to take fuel. How busy is my DO? 18. But this is, well, no, it is. It's doing a fair amount of food action. Well, sorry. Let's think this through. It's doing a lot of jobs, but it's also responsible for the food, which makes me a little bit nervous about assigning other things, especially filling it out completely. Mind you, the only place it's delivering that is city center. The rest of it is these the cistern trucks. Okay, live fast, die young, right? In my case, I can't leave a good-looking corpse, but 'tis what it is. Okay, so I need, what does the airline industry need? That'll be advanced, isn't it? Advanced industry, engineering, mechanical. Where are we? There we are. Okay. So, plastics, components. Get those from the border. Fabric. Get from. Yeah, so that we can set up one train to bring plastics, electronic components, and electronics from the border, and just kind of tootle back and forth. Should be fine. Why don't I do that? Maybe have 3 wagons. It is. I mean, it is supplying three factories, so I don't think that's too out of line. 1 wagon for each. See if we can get that to happen. I'm pretty sure I can. We have the means, and the fire got extinguished. Thank you. Okay, and I think I'm going to use a different one. I don't know which one yet. I use these two a lot. See, that's still pretty quick. One, I don't know if it's 120. One of those, And a cargo wagon. Make sure this can carry everything. Plastics, electronic components, and electronics, right? That's what we were looking at. Okay, so that's the standard one. Plastics, electronic components. Come on, you can find an electronic. Looking for something that I haven't used before. Might be adequate, but it doesn't look like there's anything specifically that I can use for that. So what I'm going to do, I used this, lost my cursor for a second there. I use this one a lot just because it has a little more capacity. Not a lot, but enough. So what I'm going to do is use the advanced setup. And my first one is going to store electronics. Sure. Second one, we need electronic components. And the last one, plastics. Now, what I want you to do is go from here. Still hanging at 97%, so there must be enough. Well, this is not the. Yeah. Don't pat yourself on the back too much. You did throw the safety net out. Electronic components, plastics. Do I need? No, not plastics. I'll have to go back and check. I don't know that I'm making plastics. I think I'm making chemicals, but I don't know that no, I'm making plastics. What a dummy. What dummy. That's what happens when you don't record and be in the game. I mean, checking things out in the game. This is chemicals. And yeah, we have plastics here. So I don't need you to pick up plastics there. And this one can be 50-50 between. Actually, I want you to go to 0. Electronic components. 5 clicks and electronics. That should do it. Should be 50-50. Okay. All right. Now let's finish this off. And I want you to unload here. And I think I can ask you to wait until unloaded. No. I don't think it's necessary. You can just go around in circles. We'll get you to start. Okay. Now, where are we at? I got about 23 minutes left. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here. Making progress. They're in their last stages, 222 work days. These guys are getting materials, but I think we're probably hamstrung by prefabs again. It's probably telling me that I should halt construction on these two because they can come after once we get these built and have a steadier supply. the prefabs, or a fuller supply anyway. Excuse me. Okay, back to what I was looking at. So now I got to figure out stuff we're making internally is the plastics, fabrics, and mechanical components. That's, excuse me, the triple decker. Plastics, fabric, and mechanical components. No bets on whether I can remember that when I'm setting this train up. Okay. Did I? No, it's running. I just saw him sitting there and I thought, this is paused again? How did I do that? I didn't. I did not. Actually, I should just go speed. 160. I can't. Oh, this is for, I think this is a people train. I don't want to take a chance on it. Sure. And I know what I'm looking for again. I gotta remember plastics, mechanical components, and fabric. Okay. Plastics, mechanical components, and fabric. So we can do this. We can do the same thing. But I'm going to do this a little differently, just so I can tell the difference between the two trains when I'm looking at them. More fires. This is the fire episode. Okay, let's open this up. Let's open this up. Go to the advanced setup again. Number 1, you're going to store plastics. Check mark. This one is going to store mechanical components. The last one will be fabrics. I should actually do that the other way around. Get fabrics first. Yes, because that's the first stop. Just bear with me. That's the way that I do it in the order. So the first stop, fill up that one, fabrics. Second stop, we can do mechanical components, which is what it's set for, and plastics. Right. Okay. And let's set the route for them. Whoa. Excuse the clouds. If I'm not mistaken, this has ton O fabrics. Yeah, you'll want to go from there to here, and then to here. First one, we're picking up fabric. The second one, we're picking up mechanical components and plastics. And this one will be unloading fabric, mechanical components, and plastics. And then rinse and repeat. Where you go? Do we have anything here? I should probably set this stuff up. These warehouses up. I'm looking at it thinking, I don't know that I want it just to sort of fill up by how everything arrives. So I best get that sorted out first. So limit the amount. Let's see here. Actually, I think I'm going to use the trick Kaya taught me. Control zeros them. Okay, so we want 5, so that'd be 20. 20, 20, 20, 20. Is that right? Don't need chemicals or any of that stuff. Okay. And this is the open. If I'm not mistaken, I think I can let this run now. We're not delivering any of this stuff there yet. We need steel and aluminum. Railway requires just steel. Everything else we've already delivered. Vehicle, I think, is the same. Everything else we delivered in steel. And we're already doing that. So, steel, 50. Aluminum, 50. 800, 800. That works. It's because everybody's toasty. They don't need their heaters, right? Now, what I have to think about, okay. Set. I can probably do this in... Who's doing my distribution of steel? And while I'm at it, I may as well check this to see... Yeah, they're doing all right for steel. Just thinking if it's going to be viable to do this with... Thank you for the prefabs. Who are you working for? Or is this just a... I guess I just set this up. I must have just set this up because, right, we were not getting what we needed. So I'm gonna... No, I think it still makes sense to do two. Let me see who's picking up from our steel. Kind of lost track of all this stuff. Shouldn't say lost track. I know it's what's there and it's what's in place. Just want to see all of the lines. So you're running it around for everyone. So let me just extend you. Keep that down to a double roar. You'll come in here and not be able to get out there. Well, it's a bit of bad planning, wasn't it? Have one dedicated? Certainly going to increase traffic there. It's not particularly overloaded, but it will get to a saturation point. Even with all of the rework that was done here. Decisions. How much did I set up for? Sorry, I'm hopping back and forth on you here. So 800 tons. We certainly don't need that to be in one fell swoop. I'm looking at 800 tons of steel. Here we are. Now, sure. Thinking half for steel, something like that. probably overkill on its own, depending on how big a wagon I choose. 63 tons. And I need to see this because I need to make sure I stay within my 150 meters. So 63. 400, that's 7 of them. That should be fine. Excuse me. Okay. Want you to go there. Load me some steel. You can set that to wait to load it. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Excuse me. And where am I going? Around in circles. Here we go. Got our first delivery. Nice. And unload steel. That's your job. Make it happen, please. Okay. One left to do. Want to see... Oh, we have fuel. Nice. You're getting loaded. Nice number. Obviously, the west doesn't need nearly as much of it. Oh, they're doing okay. Did put fuel in here, didn't I? Yes. Okay, good. What are you? Oh, this is nice. Okay, one more train to set up. I've got 10 minutes and 23 seconds left to deal with it. That'll be our aluminum train. I think I want a similar scenario. We're looking at 800 tons. Sure. Get that out there so I can figure out the length. Cargo wagon. That was this one that I was using, 63. This is 72. Don't need 800. Let's see, can I make this an obvious color? There we are. Oh, green, that's... Yeah, it'll stand out. So, I'm looking at somewhere around 400. That would be 5 or 6 of these. Yeah, 5. That'll be enough. I'll go 6. Just because. Clouds. Excuse me. Want you to go here. Wait until loaded with aluminum. And unload your aluminum right. Aluminum? Yeah, that steel thing. Aluminum. There. And I think what I'll do is I will extend this line when it's done to have aluminum delivered to our area. Now, can I remember that? The next over when we get across the river? Your guess is as good as mine. Anyone on their way? Mechanical components, excellent. Let's have a look and see who all's working on what. Okay. Oh, that's all done. Excellent. Don't know what's been delivered there, but we're going to go with lots. Oh, yeah, that's good. Steel mechanical components, so it's a similar scenario there. And we should be able to keep this fuller. And we're going to be using some of our, or at least redistributing some of our, or fires. How many fires? They come in waves, I swear. Distribution office. Where's that? Oh, do I have coverage? Yes, we have coverage. Thank you. Yes. Something else we haven't completely dealt with here either is our fire coverage. So, yeah, so nice segue into let's build these train tracks. We'll get these built. Electrified, and then we're good to go. Oh, got no bricks. The bridge, I'm guessing, is large consumer of bricks. No, not too bad. But enough, for sure. We look getting close. Just a few more loads. Builder on his way. Good stuff. We're through, I think we're through all the prefab stuff here on these. So I think we can re-enable the building of these two. Better get some monuments dealt with too. Equal scenario now, right? Okay. Did I turn all these off for outside seal? I think I did. I burned my, I don't know if you saw that episode or not, but there was nobody working here or waiting here because of all the monuments that I placed on this side, and everybody was working at the monuments, and I wasn't delivering materials yet. Oh boy. Something to watch for. I mean, you can use them, but you need to be in control of what's happening. So fire extinguished, good stuff. And we should be starting our harvest soon, I would think, a little closer to the end of the month. How are we looking here? Still 10,000 days. We've got prefabs. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Still need 135 more. Do I have? Yep. Who's working on this one? Probably need them there. There. Keep them in the air. Right, Copy? Okay. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Some good progress. We got almost all our residential buildings dealt with. We were able to hold this 97%. We still have crop and food issues. I should get out of the clouds and have a quick peek to see where we're at here. No crop still. At least there's some food in here, and I'm hoping we have meat. We don't. Okay. Please tell me there's crops on their way. Yes, and yes. Okay. That's good. And just before... let's have a peek and see. Okay, we don't have anything here yet, but we do definitely have... oh, we haven't got any fabric. Oh, that's that other route. Oh, they're not on their way. No, because they would be coming here. Yep, should be close. Yes. But there's a signaling issue. That's a little bit too long of a block, I would say. Just quickly pause this. Throw in our two-way, because there's no reason. Actually, I can't do that, and I think I just messed up. Okay, that'll be close. Oh no, he didn't go home. Good. Do I have both of those still assigned? Quickly, yes. Okay, good. Sometimes when you make it impossible to get to a track, it'll the game will unassign the assignments. And there's my hour on the button. Thanks for hanging with me today. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.